Hey everybody, how's it going? Woo! Well, I would like to start out by letting everybody here know that in 2026, I am celebrating 10 years of not drinking alcohol. Conversely, I am also celebrating 35 years of smoking pot. So, I was 11 years old when I first smoked pot, and my mom caught me red-handed. She snatched the bag of weed out of my hand and held it up. She said, "Where did you get this from, Jim? Who gave this to you?" I want to know. Because you got ripped off. Look at all the seeds and stems. And then she gave me the number to her guy, and it was my dad. So, it's been 10 years since I stopped drinking alcohol. I go to an occasional AA meeting to reaffirm my not drinkingness. And to be honest, that's the stuff that makes me want to drink. I met a lady at one of these things one time. She's like, "You know, Jimmy, alcoholism, people who are alcoholics have a big fat emotional hole inside of them that they spent their whole lives trying to fill up with drugs and booze until they realize one day when they're looking in the mirror that unless they fix themselves, they're going to kill themselves." Then she looked me dead in the eye and said, "My new addiction is dick." And I was like, what an awesome way to fill up that hole. So, how come there are no Mexican people on Star Trek? I can't be the only person that's noticed this, right? There's no Lieutenant Commander Guerrero, there's no Ensign Chavez. I'm like, did Donald Trump build a wall in space? What the fuck is going on, right? So, I'm talking to my buddy about it, and he tells me, "What about B'Elanna Torres? Isn't she a Latina?" And apparently nobody here watches Star Trek. Great. B'Elanna Torres, she was on Voyager. She's half human, half Klingon, and she got pregnant, and she couldn't work around all the radiation in the engineering deck, so they made her go work down in a galley. So what this dude is telling me is that the one Latina in Starfleet is a pregnant prep cook. God! Like, who do you think built the Enterprise? Come on now, give us a bone here. Alright, this is going pretty good. Are you guys feeling okay? Is this fog getting to you yet? Like the seasonal affective disorder? You know what the acronym for that is? SAD. That's crazy to me, because then that means when I feel crappy because it's dark when I wake up in the morning, it's dark when I get ready, it's dark while I drive to work, it's daylight for like 2.5, maybe 3 hours while I'm in work. I can look out the window, kind of see some sunlight. I get off of work, it's already dark. I'm driving home in the darkness. I get home, I walk into a dark house, I just sit there and I gotta hang out with my family who I hate. No, I hate these kids, man. They don't even call me dad, they just call me bruh. And I just gotta sit there and watch these kids play video games all day. And then when they're done playing video games, they watch other people play video games. And like, when I'm like, these kids, like, what the fuck? Because if I had to watch somebody play video games for 20 minutes, that means I had to fuck somebody up because they're hogging the controller. These kids just sit there, and like, I just fucking hate them, and I stare at them, and I just fucking think about like how like all I do is work to pay rent and like put a roof over these kids, unappreciative fucking little fuckers, and they don't even, like, you know what I mean, and like, they just hate them so much, and then like, you know, like, my lady, like, she was cool when we met, and then menopause kicked in, and then she just turned into like a horrible fucking bitch over fucking night. She turned into her fucking mom, who I can't fucking stand, that fucking cunt, and I gotta fucking sit there on a fucking couch and watch TV all goddamn day with her. And sometimes I fantasize about shooting myself in the fucking face and having my brain splatter on the wall and say, "Fuck you, bitch, I'm out." And when I feel like that, I have to remind myself, I'm just a little sad. Right on. So, are there any dog owners in the room tonight? I have a Chihuahua that I love and hate at the same time. Because she runs my life. Like, she boss, a little 6-pound dog bosses me around, right? Like, what she's been doing lately is when she's mad at me, she'll shit on the carpet right in front of me. Like she's Amber Heard. She's like, fuck you, Jimmy. I'm in charge. And then I gotta like rub her face and be like, no, like throw her outside and give her a spanking and stuff. And like, so like, I'm gonna get even with this dog, right? Like, I've had it up to here with this little chihuahua. So I decided I was gonna fart on her. I just got out of the shower, I had a towel around my waist. I was like, my ass cheeks are all wet, this is gonna be good. I ran up on her, I gave her the Heisman Trophy pose, you know, this one. And I forgot the cardinal rule, which is when you're over 40, never force a fart. Because it might not come out as a fart. And I shit on my dog, everybody. like the milk dud butt nugget flew out of my ass. It was like the escape velocity of an Ohtani home run. It just fired out, and it hit her in the face, and she was all, and like, I didn't know what to do. We just looked at it on the ground, and I was like, I just grabbed her face and rubbed her face. I was like, no, bad, and like put her out. And I felt so terrible about it, but here's the thing. She's been so well behaved since then. So maybe Amber Heard was right, you gotta shit on somebody every once in a while to assert some dominance. And hopefully my dog is good tonight because I don't have to shit on the dog when I get home. Alright, that one good till the end. Alright, fantastic. Thank you guys for being a good crowd. We got comics from the Bay Area that come here. And whenever, like, I'm sure these guys from the Bay Area didn't know Modesto had white people like you. You know what I mean? Like they're just expecting nothing but toothless tweakers, fucking working on lawnmowers in the front. You know, everybody's on fentanyl. Like, they think Modesto is fucking zombie land. And I appreciate you guys showing up and being classy. So get up for yourselves. Because when people find out I am from Modesto, they think that I am on meth. And I'm like, dude, I'm on fentanyl, motherfucker. Right, but they think meth was invented in Modesto because, like, you know, I'm like, dude, it was invented by the Nazis in Germany as a super soldier serum. Like, meth, even though it was invented by the Nazis in Germany, probably was perfected by the Nazis in Modesto. I know people whose grandmas are named Crystal, but that's besides the point. We're regular people, so thank you for showing up and showing out and making us look good. We all paid attention in DARE class. This is what happened. DARE class is weird, because, like, you know, drug abuse resistance education, taught to you by a cop. Comes to your classroom, kids, this is a bag of cocaine. Don't you ever, ever, ever pay more than $100 for that. And then he gave us a number to his guy, and it was my dad. So, let's see, what am I going to talk about here now? I am thinking about things. Oh, here's a cool thing. So, I got fired from my job on my birthday. Yeah, they're like, happy birthday, bro. It's business, not personal. You're fired. They gave me a card at the same time. So, like, I've been looking for a job, and I had a job interview at Target not too long ago. And the guy at Target was literally looking me dead in the eye and said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, not working at fucking Target. And I didn't get the job. So I do this for a living now. I've been doing this for a while. I once got fired from a pizza place. Because, spoiler alert for this story, I get really fucking high, right? And I was so high at this pizza place. This guy's combo was so good. Then I pulled the sneak a slice move. You know what that is? So you can cut a little sliver of pizza off of somebody's pizza. You eat it, then you shake the pizza inside of the box, and it'll all slide together and look like a whole pizza again. So I did that, and this guy called the restaurant and said, I knew the end of pizza was pizza because the pepperonis didn't line up. And I was like, what kind of tweakers count pepperonis on a pizza and then calling to complain about it? So If anybody has a job, I can type. That's really my only skill. I went to college for fucking 20 years. I can type. Take pictures, that's about it. But before I get out of here, guys, who's drinking tonight? Please, Uber, designated driver, get home safe. I once got in a car wreck coming home from a show because I fell asleep and I broke my arm. And my whole life I've had this recurring dream of dying in a car wreck. And as the car wreck is happening in my dream, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And then I like wake up and I'm in my bed and I'm like, oh, I'm safe and sound. So I fell asleep driving. I woke up and the car was scraping a wall, and I turned super hard, and the car went sideways and drove up an overpass, jumped over the overpass, and then rolled back down the other side. And while this was happening, Van Halen's Jump was playing on the radio. And the car was careening towards a tree, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. And I didn't wake up, and I was like, fuck, this is really it. And I don't know why I did this, but I put my foot up on the dash like this, and I just pulled the wheel as hard as I could, and the car fishtailed, and as the car was fishtailing, my arm broke and the bone shot out of my arm. And I was totally in control. I didn't think I was as close to death until my arm broke, and I looked at it, and I went, oh my God! And then in the passenger seat was my soul riding shotgun. And my soul looked at my arm and went, oh God, and then disappeared, and then the back half of the car hit the tree, and then the airbag went off and broke my nose, and I'm still alive. So, thank you guys for being happy I'm alive. You're not like my family. That's fantastic. They're like, as long as the paychecks come, you could not even be here. So I got out of the car wreck, right? And there's a guy that had witnessed the accident on the side of the freeway. And he was like, hey man, I already called 911. Help is on the way. Just sit in the tailgate of my truck and wait. So I'm sitting around the tailgate of his truck. And after a couple seconds, he says to me, hey man, do not look at your arm right now. So the first thing I did is look down my arm. It was all mangled and twisted like this, and the bone was sticking out. And I don't know why I did this, but I just grabbed my fist and twisted everything back into place. And it hurt so bad I started throwing up over the side of the freeway. And he was like, I can't believe you just did that. And then he started throwing up all over the place. And then that's when Highway Patrol showed up and thought that he was a drunk driver and started giving him a roadside sobriety test, which was fantastic because it gave me a chance to hide my weed. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but I don't even have a radius, but I got a titanium rod in there, right? And so they're wheeling me to have surgery, and the anesthesiologist said, hey, on your intake, you said that you're a recreational marijuana smoker. Do you consider yourself a heavy smoker? Because people who do have a tendency to wake up from the anesthesia during the procedure. So I was like, Doc, I'm on a competitive weed smoking team with Flavor Flav. And they brought in 2 extra anesthesiologists to assist him. And one of the dudes was like, how do you know Flavor Flav? And I was like, well, I host weed events, I'm an MC, I'm a stand-up comedian. It's a whole thing. And he was like, you're a comedian? Can you tell us all a joke right now? And I was like, Doc, that's like me asking you guys to do the surgery for free. And he looked at my chart, and he said, you're on Medi-Cal. So tell us a fucking joke. So thanks a lot, everybody. My name's Jimmy.